Hi! Let's get drunk and make Japanese curry. Japanese curry just so happens to be one of my absolute favorite things to eat and to make because it's so incredibly versatile. I mean, you've probably heard of curry before, Thai curry and Japanese curry and Indian curry and probably a bunch of other curries that I haven't even heard of from countries that I don't even know exist. If you've ever played any Japanese role-playing games or seen any animes, you'll notice a really big following of curry in Japanese culture. And that's because it's a really, really popular dish in Japan. It's right up there with ramen, you may have heard of that, and gyoza, which is almost like pot stickers, but kind of different. We'll cover that in a later episode. Anyway, you can put literally whatever it is that you want in it, and that's why we're making curry today. So here's what you're gonna need. As always, start your rice now if you're making it so that it'll be ready by the time you finish. Bam! Curry sauce mix. This stuff kind of serves as a base for pretty much any kind of curry that we're gonna make. Even renowned Iron Chef Masuharu Morimoto, at least I think that's how it's pronounced, recommends using them because they're just so convenient and so easy, and you don't have to stew curry forever before you actually have a base to work with other curries. Just use it, it's great. Vermont Curry, good brand. Anyway, potatoes, 2 of them. Carrots, same. 2 onions, salt, pepper, protein, obviously. Nope, damn it. Just frickin' stick. Garlic, honey, and bam! Soy sauce. Some sort of neutral flavored oil. I'm using canola, you can use vegetable, whatever. Here's the kicker. Apple and some milk chocolate have been things that have been recommended to put in the curry. They do it over in Japan. I'm gonna give it a shot today. I've never actually done it before, but we're gonna find out if it's good. The potatoes, you're going to peel them and you're gonna cut them in about 1.5-inch pieces and soak them in water for about 15 minutes. The carrots, you're going to peel and then cut them diagonally into little wedges. And the onion, you're gonna peel them and cut them into little wedges as well. Protein. I'm using flank steak, but you can use chicken, tofu, I don't know, quail, whatever the hell it is you want. Flank steak has a lot of fat in it, which of course, if you've ever cooked with beef, you know that cooking with fat gives this really delicious flavor to whatever it is that you're cooking. Whatever protein that you're using, you're gonna wanna cut it into about 1 inch or so bite-sized pieces. If you're using flank steak like me, you're gonna wanna sear it a little bit first. You don't want this to be all the way cooked, obviously. You just want it to be seared on the outside and then take it off the heat. To a pot at about medium-high heat, you're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. Ow! Make sure there's no water in the pot before. I thought that there wasn't, and I was wrong. And 2 tablespoons of butter. Ignore the fact that that doesn't look like 2 tablespoons. I ran out of butter. Sweat this out until it about melts. Great, nice and sweated. Onion. You're gonna make these cry for a little bit, because they made you cry. Get them nice and translucent. All right, these have been sweating for about, 5 minutes or so. They've started to soften a little bit, and they're starting to give off, a little bit of crackle and pop. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add some salt. Good amount of kosher salt. Stir it around a little bit. Now for about 2 cloves of garlic. That's 2 cloves, probably. I don't know. I'm using minced garlic, and you know what? You can never have too much garlic. That's a scientific fact. Stir this around. Note that at this point, you are now cooking onion and garlic, so anyone that is currently in your house or apartment or living domicile or whatever will be swiftly descending upon you to wonder what it is that you're cooking because this will smell amazing. Wunderbar. Carrots. Potatoes. In this case, we're sticking them in a stew. So I gotta get all of the potato. There we go. Stir, 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 stir. Add your water. Anywhere between 4 to 8 cups, depending on how much it is. You want it to be covered by about like 1 inch or so of water. Actually, I'm a drunk idiot. The meat goes in before the water, but you know what? We can't go back in time, so, ta-da. Mix this all around. Add some more kosher salt, some pepper, if you like, and bring this to a boil. What the hell? Why do we even have this? And bring to a boil. time-lapse magic. Time for the creme de la creme. Open up your curry. Ow. Okay, maybe don't do it over boiling water. Take these bricks, break them up, and throw them in. Now, for this recipe and the portions used in this recipe, I'm using the entire thing. But if you're modifying it, make sure, obviously, that you adjust the amount of the curry that you're throwing in. Take your handy-dandy all-purpose Asian utensil and stir this until the curry all dissolved. Eventually, you will start to notice that it kind of thickened into this very stew-like sort of paste. This is exactly what you want. Make sure that you keep stirring it so that you don't get anything stuck to the bottom. Now, at this point, you could probably eat this right now, and it would probably taste pretty good. But, you know, the Japanese always have some tricks up their sleeve. So, milk chocolate. No, it's not gonna make your curry taste like you're eating hot chocolate. What it does, it's gonna round out the flavors, and it's gonna take away any bitter taste left by the bricks, and then it's gonna make it taste a lot more, oh, I don't know, flavorful. Break it up into pieces if you wish. Throw them in, stir them around. Bam! Soy sauce. Add about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of it. Apple, or more accurately, about 1/4 of an apple. Take this and grate it in. Give this a good little stir to give it a last little mixing. At this point, you can turn off the heat, let it simmer, absorb the flavors. The longer it sits, the better it tastes. But regardless, no matter what you decide to do, it is ready. And there you have it. That is Japanese curry. I really hope this tastes as good as it looks, because it looks absolutely incredible. So, as always, don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe, and, you know, I will see you next week. Okay. Bye. Can I help you? Hold on over there. No. Let go of me. Go over there and wait patiently. Thank you.